this week?
Sorry. Yeah, well, maybe I turn to string theory of all topics to find out if that really is a coincidence. So, hello everyone. My subject today will be dualities and symmetries in string theory. So, the search for a unified theory of elementary particles and their interactions has culminated in the spectacular development that is string theory. So, string theory reconciles general relativity with...
quantum mechanics, yes, thank you. You all went to school, so...
Come on.
I'm sorry, you wanted to say something.
No, please go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, actually, you interrupted. That was not very much.
Please go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you know what? Why don't you come up and tell us more about what you have in mind? I mean, I don't understand this. Actually, we don't like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Comment?
Yeah, we have a microphone for you. Yeah.
Okay.
C'est ce mec. C'est qui ce mec?
Hello? Where? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, so, hello, so, your name is...
Hello, everybody. My name is Martin.
Yeah, so, what are you working on currently?
Theoretical cosmology.
Oh, good. Well, you see, string theory was supposed to be my subject today, but it seems like you already know everything there is to know about it.
No, of course not.
No, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm actually currently working on another topic, and I'm sure you've got no knowledge of that one, so...
What topic?
It's got to do with general relativity. Well, relativity, actually. You know, it's... well, it's got to do with relativity.
Yeah, and what's its point?
Oh, well, the axiom is, in the world of physics, whatever your competence or your knowledge, you are statistically more likely to be interrupted if you are a human being with a pair of boobs than if you are a human being without. Ever heard of it?
No, I don't think so. Was it from Einstein?
No, it's from me, actually.
Oh, you think I interrupted you because you're a woman? You're not going to play the sexist card with me, are you?
Well, you just proved me right, didn't you? Oh, you know what, it doesn't matter. Well, instead of boring you with a demonstration, maybe we could show it to the audience, actually.
You mean now?
Yeah, you're going to help me. Come on. So, this is going to be me on my first day as a student, as a PhD candidate, actually, with whom would later on be my thesis director. Look. Excuse me? Professor Alpha?
Yes.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Curry. Hello.
Who?
Mrs. Curry, the PhD candidate with whom you had an appointment with.
Really?
Yes, well, we had an appointment at 2 p.m. and it's, 2 p.m.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't have your first name. Sorry. I was expecting. I was expecting something else.
You mean someone else?
Yeah. I mean, we're dealing with physics here, so. We're dealing with a lot of maths.
Oh, well, I love maths.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's quite odd for
You mean for a woman?
Yes. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have nothing against women. I love women. Even my mother's a woman. You see?
Oh, yeah. And let me guess, so's your wife.
Yes. Right. Well, let's get back to the point. So, Curry. The name sounds familiar.
Oh, well, yeah, actually, my father used to teach organic chemistry at Harvard.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's always very helpful, right?
Yeah, well, I was actually raised with the periodic table of elements, so...
No, I meant administratively speaking.
Oh, well, he didn't pass my exams for me. I did. Yeah, I noticed you were working on Dawes theory.
What?
Yeah, Lev Landau, the Russian physicist, his nickname.
Oh, yeah. You've heard of him?
Yeah, I find his work fascinating, but look, there's a slight mistake there.
What?
Yeah, in this formula, see? There should be a square root.
But that's because you interrupted me. I mean, of course I know there should have been a square root here.
Yeah, as I said, I'm very good with calculation.
Yeah, for a woman. I mean, we're dealing with a PhD here. I mean, this is tough, rough and tough,
Excuse me, Professor, you seem to have prejudice against women in physics. Why is that?
But you are so wrong. But you see, I am a scientist. I rely on fiction, on facts. On facts, just facts.
And so?
So, well, I've been doing this job all my life, and, well, you say you're good with calculation. So maybe you will understand, I'm sure you will understand, the funnel principle.
The funnel principle?
Look, it turns out that 20% of married women with a PhD are less likely than single women with a PhD to get a tenure track position. Then, wait, because for those who passed, then it's 23% of women that are less likely to become an associate professor, and then it turns out 25% of women are less likely to become a full professor.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't...
But you see, I'm just trying to statistically evaluate the likelihood of you becoming a full professor, that's all.
I see.
Right?
Right.
So...
Why do you think there is a funnel principle?
Because it turns out that when women are married or have children, they tend to follow their husband's career. Should the husband be sent somewhere else, the wife will follow. Fact.
I see.
And that is therefore the reason why I'm asking you now, are you married?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
But what's the connection with a PhD?
Well, I'm trying to statistically evaluate the likelihood of you becoming a full professor.
But would you have asked that question to a man?
Of course not.
Why not?
Because men don't tend to follow their wives' careers.
Well, mine did.
What?
Well, you heard me. Mine did. He followed me, so don't worry. I mean, I'm going to do just fine. I don't belong to your statistics.
Why would you do something like that?
Well, maybe for the same reasons women follow their husbands.
Oh, right.
And look at Marie Sklodowska-Curie.
Who?
Marie Curie.
Oh, that one! Oh,
Yes.
come on. I mean, she got a prize thanks to her husband.
No, actually, she got the first one with her husband, and the second one all on her own.
Right. Still, I mean, she never entered,
Well, no, the French Académie des Sciences didn't even accept her in their midst, despite her 2 Nobel Prizes.
probably because they didn't have ladies' toilets at the academy.
Well, that actually still is the case at the École Polytechnique. There are no lady toilets. No, I'm serious.
No ladies' toilet at Polytechnique?
No, none.
I've never noticed.
Well, maybe it's because you've never looked for them.
Right.
So you see, nothing has changed much since then.
Since what? Since the beginning of the last century? Come on.
No, not since the last century, since the Stone Age, actually.
What?
Yeah, do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Let me show you a 3D reconstitution that an ethnologist I know very well shot last month.
An ethnologist? this?
Yes, my husband.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
What are you doing?
Oh, hi, honey. Well, while you were off chasing mammoths, I happen to have domesticated fire.
What? But you must be crazy. That stuff burns trees in the forest each time we have thunder in the forest.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's purely scientific. Do you remember last time you tried to kill a Neanderthal with a stone?
Yeah.
Well, you missed and the stone hit the cave, right? Yeah. So I noticed a spark. Yeah. So then I tried another experiment by hitting stones against other stones, and I got more sparks. Yeah. So then I tried another experiment by hitting stones next to dry leaves, and they took fire.
Wow. You really are a goddess of fire.
No, once again, it's just purely scientific.
Yeah, I think I'll tell the other members of the tribe that I am a god of fire. But what's that over there?
Oh yeah, because the fire brought light to the cave, well, I thought about redecorating our living room. Do you like it?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like...
Yeah, a mammoth. Right, I call that pivoting. Yeah, basically you reproduce 3D stuff, but only in 2 dimensions on the wall.
Wow. But somebody could claim the copyright. Did you sign it?
No, scripture hasn't been invented yet.
Good. Well, since you have domesticated fire, why don't you invent cooking? I'm hungry.
So you see, Professor, when I say since the last century, I really mean since the last century.
Right. Well, okay, Marie, welcome to my research team. Welcome to this long and painstaking cruise full of sleepless nights and gallons of coffee and sweat and tears and blood.
Thank you, Professor, I can't wait.
Okay, but beware. No.
What?
Forget it.
So, Martin, do you understand what the glass ceiling axiom in physics is?
Yes, I see your point, but I mean, now you made it. I mean, you got your PhD, I mean, you're a postdoc.
Yeah, I am.
So I'm pretty sure that now you are being treated as an equal.
Oh yeah, like you showed us a few minutes ago.
Well, sorry about that, but I mean, now in your everyday life at work, I mean, women are being treated as equals, right?
Don't be so sure, parity in physics will probably occur after an experimental confirmation of string theory.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm joking, but if things go at the present rate, parity should occur in 2106 in France. I'm not kidding, those are the actual official figures.
I have problems to believe that. I mean, I'm sure you're exaggerating.
Oh, no, actually, let me show you what happened last year, actually, with Professor Alpha while we were looking at resumes of candidates for a scholarship. Look.
Oh, Anne-Marie.
Professor.
So,
here are the resumes that you requested. So, the first one here we have this young student with excellent results. Very, very promising student.
Oh, but he's a she.
Well, he or she is a very promising student.
Okay. Oh, yes!
Ah, you see it?
Yes!
Yes!
Her picture! No, look at the picture!
No, you've got to be kidding, Professor.
Oh, no, you're right. She should wear something else if she wants a scholarship. Next.
Okay.
Ah, now we're talking.
Well, his results aren't as good as the previous resume, though.
Yeah, but he looks more reliable. Okay, next.
Very well. Here.
Oh, another one.
What, another what? Is there a problem?
No, you know me. I'm all for minorities.
Well, actually, Professor, you are the minority. Women are the majority.
Well, that's my point. You know, positive discrimination for men in physics. By the way, speaking of minorities, is she disabled?
No, not as far as I know.
You sure she looks awkward?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe you could call her and ask.
Professor, I could not do that. Not only would that be gross, but that would also be illegal.
No, too bad.
But why do you want her to be disabled?
Because you pay less taxes when you are, you know? Even a little diabetes could do.
Professor, why don't we just focus on her competences?
Yes, parity. It's very trendy nowadays. Parity.
No, Professor, excuse me, but the whole point of this is not to be trendy. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Right. According to you, what does parity bring to the world of physics? What are the good sides?
I have it on the tip of my tongue, okay?
Take your time.
Wait. Other than trend, right?
Right.
Faster? No, actually, women are much slower on the blackboard.
Well, writing physics on the blackboard is not exactly an Olympic contest, so...
Right. Nicer handwriting.
Maybe, but not in my case. I write like a GP, but come on, Professor, I'm sure you can do better than that.
Hardworking. Oh, I know. Could you please book my flight for tomorrow? I'm heading to Geneva for a conference.
No, Professor, I'm a doctor, I'm not a secretary.
Oh, come on, our secretary's on maternity leave.
Well, the HR department will deal with that.
Now look here, Anne-Marie, I perfectly remember you booking flights for me in the past.
Well, maybe when I was a newcomer and I didn't dare to say no to anything, but I mean, those days are over. I'm a doctor now.
Yeah? Yeah. It's always the same with,
Doctors? Yes, I know, we can be very pompous sometimes.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, we are. Can we please get back to the point?
Yeah, my flight.
No, to my question. What does parity bring to the world of physics?
Headaches?
Yes, actually, you're on the right path.
Am I?
Yes, come on, think global. Like, if you were a foreign student, where would you rather go?
Oh, to a place with diversity.
Right, and why?
Because it changes the department's culture.
And therefore?
And therefore it attracts students.
Right, and if you were a student in a department without diversity?
You get headaches.
Yes. So, if you think about it, it's like string theory.
What do you mean?
Well, the whole riddle here is to find a common theory for both the infinitely big and the infinitely small, right?
Right.
Right, and whatever it is, there has to be one. There just has to be one, right?
Correct.
So, can you consider the universe without one or the other?
No, both coexist, that's a fact.
Okay, so it's like men and women. Can you consider mankind without one or the other?
Okay, I get your point. I get your point. But some could argue, not me of course, but some could argue that one half could work in physics and the other half could work in the kitchen.
But others could argue that there are excellent male chefs.
Right. And then some others could argue, not me of course, but some others could argue that some could work as professors and some others as laboratory assistants.
But Professor, are you married?
Of course.
So, when you and your wife go out shopping for, I don't know, let's say a piece of furniture, do you always agree on what to buy?
Never.
Okay, and who gets the final word?
Me. Okay, her.
And why?
Because she's more tenacious and I'm maybe sometimes a bit ethereal and she's more like down to earth.
Infinitely big and infinitely small points of observation like general relativity and quantum mechanics.
The theory of everything.
Exactly. So do you see now why there is a real need for women in physics?
Okay, I get your point, Anne-Marie, but maybe you should look at things from my side.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I've been doing this job all my life. I've been training generations of students and women. And listen to this story that happened to me a long time ago when I was much younger with a female student of mine. Look. And this is how a matrix model describes the behavior of a set of matrices within the framework of quantum mechanics.
Wow. Professor, that is fascinating.
I know.
Wow. You know, I had read about it, I've been to lectures and everything, but I could never understand a word, but with your explanation it's become crystal clear.
Well, thank you, Jennifer.
You know, I guess that's how you can tell the difference between an average professor and a genius. And to be perfectly honest, you belong to the latter.
Well, you're exaggerating. I just simply have an overwhelming passion for what I do, that's all.
But still, I mean, where do you get all that knowledge from? I'll never be able to achieve such a level of mastership.
Oh, don't be so sure, my dear. I think you do have a sacred fire within you.
Really?
Yes, I mean, I've read the summary of your last research, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, it took me days to write that, and without your supervision, it would never have been possible.
Well, that is my job, to help you.
And you did.
Well, I won't keep you waiting here. I'm sure you want to go back home.
Yeah, it's true. Time flies, you know. I just can't see it flying when I'm with you. When I'm here. So, I'll go and grab a drink with the other students then.
Drink?
Yes, at the cafeteria. Oh, but it's late. I'm sure they've all gone home now. Well, I'll be by myself.
Wait, I'm feeling quite thirsty myself, so maybe I could join you if you don't mind.
Oh, no, I don't mind. After you.
After you. So you see...
Well, there's nothing serious there. I mean, are you still in touch with Jennifer?
I suppose we could say so. She's my wife.
Your wife?
My wife.
But what about her career?
She gave up to follow me.
That's why you're so uncomfortable with female scientists.
Well, you see, the relationship between a PhD student and a thesis director can be sometimes complicated. I mean, there can be a lot of admiration.
Often.
And, well, you know, some could take advantage of it, you know, and some do. From one side or the other.
I see.
So you can't just... I mean, maybe the easiest way is to avoid any risk by avoiding...
Diversity? But then, how do you deal with gay or bisexual students?
What a question.
But those situations can occur regardless of gender.
Right, you're right. But you see, you can't just look at things in simple black and white masses. You see, the evil men on the one hand, and the nice women on the other hand.
But that was not my point.
Are you sure? Well, Anne-Marie, it's always a pleasure to debate with you. I think we'll leave it here for now.
Right. So you see, Martin, getting respect can take quite a lot of time sometimes.
Well, it's true that I had never looked at things this way.
It's like when you interrupted me and I reacted immediately.
Oh, yes, you did.
You know why?
Why?
It's because I'm so used to it, and at the beginning I just didn't really know how to react.
Well, it's true that men can be tough sometimes.
But women too. Women interrupt other women even more often than they would interrupt a man.
Really? Why would they do that?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's because culturally a man's statement is more reliable than a woman's, even for women.
Oh, strange. Well, I think it's now time to turn to our audience and see what they think about this. Can we have some light, please? Est-ce qu'on peut avoir de la lumière, s'il vous plaît? Because now we're turning to the interactive part of this play. Thank you very much for your attention. So as you may have noticed, this brood intervention was absolutely planned right from scratch. That's why. I would like to ask you, what are your first reactions to the play? Does that ring any bell? And we have a microphone if you need. It's on to you. Any reaction? Have you seen anything related to that, more or less? Ever? Or never? And now we have some remote controls that are being spread all around because we have a little surprise afterwards. Any comment on the play? On the topic? Oh yes, we have a hand.
I see it. I think I'm there because it's all the time. I see that kind of all the time. In fact, when you first in,
Can you please say the microphone?
when you burst in, I was on the point of telling you to shut the hell up. Because I see this all the time in undergraduate physics classes, and I usually interrupt the guy who interrupts the woman. So,
You mean you regularly
I say that on a regular basis.
You regularly see guys interrupting women in public. So
It's not specific to physics.
Right.
I teach undergrad computer science, and it's even worse. What you describe is the mild side of what we see in computer science.
So can you give us a proper example? A concrete example?
A concrete example is if I have office hours and there's a female student in my office and there are two male students arriving, they'll step in the office. It's considered normal. It's considered that why should I spend my time with just one female student? Even if the door is open, even that's not part of their training. And a lot has to do with, there are many aspects that comes in the background in situations like that. Some are related to culture, some are related to biases. It's a hard problem to fully understand what is in the background that explains such type of behaviors. And what I see in my teaching, the only way to do something about it is to act on the situation. Is to not let the situation just, it's not normal, but actually act, stop, and point out what was wrong.
Thank you very much. Well, we have a hand here.
Okay, so first, when it started, I thought it was real, and it was.
That was the point.
So I think I react. I told him to stop this thing, and
Yeah, I mean, the lady on my right almost
and
jumped on me.
Lanka too. So we were.
She would have killed it right away.
Yeah.
Like you.
No, she didn't.
No, it took me a while because I was getting annoyed, so the time to understand.
This is why we got a surprise.
Okay. Then I'd like to tell all of you that I have a theory on this issue of feminism in science. So I think it's a perfect theory, and it is working. And my theory is that the solution to the whole situation is that women are nice with each other. It has some advantages. It's like it doesn't depend on men for evolution to take place. And I noticed that not in physics. I didn't notice that much in physics. I think we are quite evolved women in physics, from what I can see. But in other fields, I noticed that women are quite jealous of each other. And if this doesn't happen, my theory is that evolution will take place by itself. I mean, if we rely on men to protect us once again, again it will be daddy and.
So if I summarize what you just said, you are calling for more solidarity between.
Well, it's already pretty good, but yes, indeed. It happens many times. For example, you are in a committee for a conference and you have a list of plenary speakers, and the list which comes has absolutely no woman. So if you are a woman in a committee and they turn to you, so they give us some names. So then you need to get ready with a lady friends, which are really, you really think they are really